That's the only thing. That's
Let's
the
go
thing you got to
live.
figure out.
All right, I
Thanks,
just went
man.
live on channel 3. Boom. We're
Oh
good.
yeah. If you could do UL, that'd be great. We could keep it to a tight half hour. There's really not.
Sure.
Kevin Conroy is stuff I definitely want to touch on.
Sure. But
I
we're
think
gonna
with
talk.
you would be. I was thinking of having you. I wanted you to do the whole time when Marty put in Kevin Conroy. I was like, I want Brian to do this one.
It's all good.
As a vo
I'm
dude, I
ready.
went on Twitter and
Yeah.
I noticed. I don't know if it's like the algorithm or like whatever, but when I went to search, like Nintendo is trending for whatever reason, and I was so surprised. Oh, it's not here anymore. But on the main, when you do the quest, you can't say it. When you do the question mark and it's like trending. Anyway, Nintendo was up as like a trending topic, and I clicked it, and the top one was like Videoizers was first. And I was like, I wonder if this is for me only, or if like
Yeah.
they're just it trended and stopped, and then like when you tweeted it, it just was like plugged in. I mean, it didn't grow any bigger than what it was, but I was like, oh my god, look at this shit.
Yeah.
But that was neat. I thought that was Neato Burrito.
Well, R.I.P. Jimmy Fallon is trending, and he's not dead. So that's how that's how much you can that's how much you can trust that.
It's such a shit show. It's amazing.
All right. Add that Mario Kart there in there, buddy. Let's start issue 41.
Oh yeah, here we go. Ready?
Of
Watch this. 3, 2, watch. Boom. Look at that.
Videoizers Super Mario Kart. Look, they got this. They had one font, one color font. Aren't they always this flaming
yeah. It's
fire? It's like hard to read.
Red to yellow. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
It's great. Let's dive into this one. Welcome to the Videoizers. I'm Brian McGinnis. This is TJ Del Reno above me.
Hi.
And we're
Hello.
the Videoizers. This is the 41st episode.
40
right?
Can you imagine?
Let's imagine for a second.
It really goes down the memory lane.
Speaking of lanes, stay in your lane because we're going to talk about Mario Kart.
Stay in your lane.
It says fun in the fast lane. And this is the first preview of Mario Kart, which went on to become one of the biggest, most popular games of all time.
And Brian, just to ask you, I would imagine the Super Nintendo Mario Kart was the first Mario Kart, I would imagine.
Yes, video gamer. And you've said you don't like this game for some reason.
I'm not a big racing fan.
It doesn't matter.
And a huge part of the game is racing.
Most of it, but it's the funnest game.
I'm not a big racing fan. I do enjoy the newer one. I like.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But I never got into it. My friend Mike, I have friends that really love Mario Kart that like it's their thing.
I mean, I played the shit out of this, and at Channel 3, the site that I do stuff with, they have contests and tournaments like all the time.
Look at it! Look at Donkey Kong! Look how weird Donkey Kong looks.
Hey, I'm Donkey Kong.
I got nothing. I'm gonna go racing because I'm a monkey.
I fell off my tree too many times. I fell right on my face.
By the way, spoiler alert for the game: Mario does not have a green flag as an item.
So listen, we'll quickly get out of the way. Super NES, Bart's Nightmare, completely thrown in at the 9th hour or the 11th hour. It's so stupid. It's the plainest, most whatever useless thing.
Keep it off the cover. Who cares?
Yeah. One other thing, and it just seems so just like thrown in. It's not even like color. There's nothing. There's no Simpsons yellow. Nothing. It's just.
Do you know what the weird part about this magazine? And if you could zoom out for a second,
I will.
If you look at any magazine from the beginning of Nintendo Power, even to this day, with like a PlayStation magazine, GQ, any magazine, there is more font on the magazine telling you what is in, and this like minimalism. Where it's like Bart's Nightmares in a fart cloud, and there's nothing. It's the weirdest thing because if you look at this before, and if I didn't know what Nintendo Power was, I would. And if Bart's Nightmare was not there, I would just be like, "Oh, this is like a Mario Kart magazine." I guess
you'd think it was just that. Yeah, Now
But you remember
they used to have too much stuff on, and then they changed to this, so they gotta find the happy middle.
it's a weird this is the complete other end of
Yeah.
the spectrum. Look at the Koopa Troopa, like, going off-road. He's like,
Yes, he's dead. He is, what's the fucking, movie?
"Rainbow?"
The 2 women that drive off the cliff at the end.
Bonnie and, Thelma and Louise?
Thelma and Louise.
Oh,
Would've been much funnier if I remembered that. He is Thelma and Louising it right on the
yeah.
cover. Now, what do you think of this, TJ? Very interesting. They put their star, their icon, their only thing that matters to this company, Mario, all the way in the back, little teeny tiny, and
It is
Bowser is up here kicking some ass. What do you think of
it
that?
is a weird choice to not
Yeah.
have Mario, who is always, in the forefront of mostly every game with Mario.
You may recall this is also called Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, his name's in the title, and to have Bowser front and center,
Yeah.
ballsy move. It's
Yeah.
hand drawn.
Well,
Bowser has his feet are the opposite foot. His right foot is his left. His left foot is his right.
it does look like God.
Complete opposite. He's throwing a bit, but it is weird to have Bowser be the main person. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a very weird choice.
I think they realize Bowser looks cool as shit most of the time.
He
But
does.
so at this point, we didn't know about the banana peel, the red shell, all that stuff. So to have Bowser just throwing a banana peel, I don't know what I thought of when I saw this as a kid. I wouldn't have known like why he's doing that. It must have been like, why is he throwing a banana at Donkey Kong? Like he probably likes that,
Or he
you know?
probably has it. It was a snack.
Right? So it's interesting that they chose that. And again, just one weapon. Like, how would you redo this? I would put. I don't know. First, I would do a better. I wouldn't just do like. I would do like a Rainbow Road, maybe,
Yeah,
or
I would do a better track. I
a
would
haunted
also have
something
well,
anywhere.
here's the thing. So when I was looking up, you know, to post an image for social media, I looked up and there is a Mario, I guess, 64,
Mhm.
which is there'll be a Mario 64 cover, which was way more colorful and like
Mhm.
invested. But yeah, I would have Mario in the forefront. I wouldn't have him holding a flag. We
Yeah,
know they're racing.
and
There's a
plus,
track.
yeah, if you're in last place, you don't get the flag. But it's so Mario's such a little selfish bitch. He's like, I get the flag even though I'm in last place.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
I would
So
do. I agree with like the banana peel. I'm fine with, but I definitely would have threw a shell in. I would have
yeah,
Mario in the forefront.
yeah.
I would have. You're right. I would have picked a better track than just boring green.
Probably should have put Peach in here too. Everybody here is just green or brown. Peach is pink. Could have had some color
Yep. Yep.
in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Like Mario Bowser's hair matches the font.
Ugh.
It's the
Ugh.
exact same paintbrush fill on Microsoft Paint that they use.
Completely right. Yeah, I would have did it. Yeah, I think your version, you're nailing what would have made more sense. More
Ah,
color, more whatever. It is. It's just,
Anybody see my car?
I'm a monkey and know how to drive now.
It's so
I sound
funny.
like um, oh God, I forgot his name. Who
Thelma
was
and
the
Louise?
Stepbrothers? No, who's it? Yeah.
John C. Riley.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a monkey now. Here we go.
Yeah. It
Poor Koopa Trooper.
poor Koopa Troopa. So it also looks like all villains against Mars. So you could have put Toad, you could have put Peach, could have put
Yep.
Luigi. You know, I don't know. It's just it's a cool. It's nice because it's drawn. They look good besides Donkey's face, but overall, it's kind of like they could have done so much more. I think it's for literally one of the best SNES games ever. They could have put a little more effort into it. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, and again, it's like of all racing games were on SNES,
Yeah.
you know, Mario Kart to me better than F-Zero.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, and like I said, Mario Kart is longevity.
F-Zero
Oh,
didn't get the cover
I don't know
treatment.
if F-Zero had a cover or not,
It
but
didn't.
it's
No, we would have had it by now. It didn't.
I played it recently on Switch with my friend Mike, and again,
Yeah.
I was like, this sucks.
Great music though.
Music, incredible music.
Bam,
Terrible game.
da-da,
Oh, so
da-da,
good.
da-da.
Do you want to join the club?
You know what? Let's join the club. The
Why don't
guile.
we join the Nintendo club?
Usually the first couple pages of Nintendo Power is just getting you to resubscribe again.
Yep.
That's all it is. All right, we've seen
That's
this.
it. Oh,
We've,
pardon me. I'm not getting enough air in my lungs.
we've seen this a bunch. We saw this. Did we see this last time, or was this new? The Super Scope. I don't know if it was selling well, So they kept trying to sell more, or they would just like
this may have been in last issue. What does the paragraph say?
it's not selling at all. Like 3 Laser Blazer games,
Games.
2 Blastress games.
You imagine moles being your biggest selling point?
You could have done Toads, you could have done Marios, you could have done anything. Like it's weird they I think Mole Patrol had that on like my BlackBerry as one of those as a game.
Oh my god, Brian, could you imagine? I just thought of something right now. Battle Clash. You see that? Now available. You imagine if you went to Blockbuster Video,
Yeah,
you
sure.
didn't pay attention to the box,
Mhm.
and you bought that, and you brought it home,
Mhm.
and then you
Bought it or rented it. You said Blockbuster.
right, I apologize. You rented it, you
Okay.
bring it home, and then you realize you can't play it. You don't have a Super Scope.
You need this giant
You need that.
accessory.
I'm telling you, man. I think I played 2 things on it with my cousin.
Yeah.
Blow away huge alien invaders.
Huge.
Didn't
Huge
it?
one.
Wasn't there like 7 Super Scope titles, and then it died out so fast.
Yeah, no, there's 3 Laser Blazer games, remember?
Uh,
It's like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Gold.
can I tell you, dude? I give Nintendo props for like they are the peripheral kings.
Mhm.
Okay,
They will
'cause, like,
try anything.
we was like the Super Scope that did not do well. Virtual Boy did not do well.
Mhm.
The Power Glove did not do well. Power Pad, Power
That
Glove did not. It
they
was
they did okay, but they weren't good. That's the difference. Like, there was nothing else back then, so
okay.
people still buy this
I'll
shit. Well,
rephrase.
this
I'll,
didn't
re-
do well though.
I'll rephrase.
No one had a Super Scope.
The longevity of the Power Glove was trash.
Yes,
No,
once people got it.
rarely people had it. There was 2 games for it.
Yeah.
Then you had like this Power Pad had 2 games for it and it didn't have longevity. And the
Yep.
Super Scope, same thing.
And I had the U-Force, that laptop looking clamshell thing that used to
The
fight,
laptop,
and it was
dude.
terrible.
Again,
We returned it. It was so bad.
2 games, so bad. And then then they the Wii was awesome and the Wii U was like I give them props for always trying things, but they are the kings of like, huh? What about this? And then
Yeah,
it just burned.
that's what
You're
they
like,
do.
all right.
Yeah. Must be nice to have that much money to just keep trying shit.
I guess. I mean, the
Alright.
Super Scope looks cool as hell. It's just
It
like
does, actually.
it wasn't. It was a souped up blaster.
Yeah, the light gun, because Duck Hunt, people
That's
still play Duck Hunt for a long time. This is just like Duck Hunt on steroids, you know?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
correct. Let's
October
see. Adventure
92,
Island. Yo, can I tell you something, Brian? They do not stop making Adventure Islands.
and they're all exactly the same. They're all pretty similar.
I couldn't tell you the difference between 2 and 1 or
Yeah.
3 and 1. I
Yeah.
can't.
Power Blade 2, Spider-Man. Alright. I don't think that was a good Spider-Man. I remember. Game Boy is still going strong. Bionic Commando, Tom and Jerry, Double Dragon 3. Oh.
Wow.
And for the SNES, we got Super Play Action Football, The Simpsons, The Bart's the Nightmare, Super Mario Kart, and Out of This World. So I had 3 of those.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
I
guess which one I did not have.
I had none. We had SNES. We never had Mario Kart.
That's so
And
weird.
I've said this before. We talked to other Simpsons games. I
Yeah.
am an avid against Simpsons games. I think they're all
Yeah.
trash.
Except the arcade. And this one's not
Sure.
bad.
Yeah, the arcade. I'll give you the arcade's good. That's it.
So what is this guy doing?
He's about to dine on his father's Game Boy.
Why?
Oh,
None of these drawings ever make sense. He's got a bowl of them over
it's
here.
dumb.
It looks like a Roger Rabbit tune about to die,
It
doesn't it?
feels like the artist, someone handed him a Game Boy, and they were like, and then they by accident was like, he's gonna play a game. They're like, oh, dig in, and he goes, huh, dig in, you say, and then he's
Yeah.
like, I have an idea. It makes a dumb drawing with a
It's
penis.
so it makes no sense.
It's how do you say very bad?
TJ, what's the pulse of America right now?
I don't know, Brian. Can we see what the pulse of America is?
Let's see. Well, it looks like you got a bunch of what? Well, it looks like a bunch of you got one. What? Oh,
What?
okay. Well, it looks like a bunch of you got one. When we asked you to tell us how you acquired your Super NES, we didn't expect the creative responses you sent in. By the way, every time they say that, they're the least creative responses. Let's
Yeah,
see.
they're always bad. Yeah.
Stay with it, fans. Your ingenuity will usually get you what you want. Here are a few ideas from creative, enterprising fans. So that's a weird way
Oh,
to start this paragraph.
I mean,
So
it's pee caca.
Let's see. So Carla Barnes says, my money making idea is simple. I'll sell my braces back to the orthodontist. Then I could buy all my friends and relatives a Super NES. Did your parents spend $35,000 on braces?
I'm gonna tell you something that Carla, Elba, Alabama, with this, they're
Yeah.
not. You don't lease braces from the orthodontist. They're in
No,
your
mine have a rental program for my braces.
disgusting
Could you
dry
imagine?
mouth braces.
Is there a worse thing to like buy used?
You imagine if your parents, if you're like, listen, we're gonna get you braces. You're like, oh, good, you dressed
But
up, and then your parents are like, yeah, oh, but they are used. You're
just said,
like,
okay.
what? They clean them, and you're
You
like,
know,
"Ugh,"
you know how daddy buys used panties when he goes on his work trips
that he sniffs at the hotel room.
from the Japan vending machines. It's the same idea, Carla.
It's like getting braces at the dollar store. It's
Uh,
so dumb. And then Nintendo said,
Have you called them yet to see if they have a recycling program?
"Here we go."
Now, here's the thing. This idiot Carla was probably like, "Oh no, I should call my orthodontist. Hello, Dr. Stein. Do you have a recycling program for my braces?" And he's like, "Girl, please stop calling
Girl,
this."
stop calling. Let's do it. Marvin Hood. What a weird last name.
I love it.
So Marvin says, I earned money to buy the Game Boy system by number one, it's not called the Game Boy system. You're an idiot.
Pretty long, Marvin.
Yeah. By cutting grass when I was 12. At 13, I babysat to get the Super NES, and it didn't take long. Now I want to be able to get the CD-ROM accessory.
I'm so sorry, Marvin.
It is very funny that Brian, you said maybe an issue or two ago, you were like, I wonder if we'll ever hear about the CD accessory again. And I said, I don't think so, Brian. It's going to be the PlayStation soon. I don't think it'll come up. And then here we go, dumb old Marvin Hood
Never ends.
coming in going, I would love the CD-ROM accessory. I'll probably see if my science teacher and I can work on inventing a money tree.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, Marvin.
No, Marvin, you idiot.
All right. Kyle Curry says, I house sit for people when they're on vacation, babysit, and clean. Yuck.
What?
I don't know. How do you earn money? He's like vacation, like I house sit when on vacation.
How
So
old
hold.
is
How I was just saying it. How
How
old are
old
you,
is this
Kyle?
little twerp that he's house sitting?
He's got to be an adult, and it's like,
He has to.
and you're. This is how you make your money, Kyle.
So babysitting, you could be usually babysitting. It's like 98% it's a girl. So Kyle's like babysitting for his cousin because people usually don't have men or boys be babysitters.
Yeah,
It's just
Kyle could be a girl, but it's very rare. My cousin
I agree.
has a girl, Kyle. But yeah, anyway.
Cleaning is again like kids are terrible at cleaning, and house sitting. You're right. I would never let a 10-year-old watch my. You don't need a 10-year-old to watch your house. You're fine.
Of course not.
You don't need anyone to watch your house. It's fine.
Every Kyle Curry I look up on Google is a weird looking dude.
I mean, the only thing for Brian, let me ask you this before we move on.
Sure.
What do you think house sitting? Because now I'm almost like, for some reason, it's been a phrase that has been said over and over, but I've never really thought about it. But what do you think involves house sit? You don't have to feed the house.
No,
You don't have to water the house.
you do have to change it. You have to change the house.
The changes the house's diaper.
Yeah.
But what is it,
You go usually house sitting is you either stay at someone's house,
which I understand, but even then,
or
why?
right. Why would you
Why?
stay there unless you're
For the
like
mail?
traveling as well? I don't know. You just like you get their mail,
I guess.
you water plants. That's usually pretty much it, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, and also like if they have pets, I get it. They have a cat. Hey, could you, but then someone would say, would your cat sit? Would you
Right.
plant sit?
Right.
But
I hear
house
you.
sitting to me says it's too, it's just,
Anyway, I'm not sure why he said yuck at the end. Like
yeah, I don't know why I said yuck. Like I don't,
you chose this life, Kyle.
the time house sitting makes sense is in, if your friend, I mean, if your friend lives, like when I would dog sit for someone who lived in Manhattan. So I lived in Brooklyn and it made sense. They lived on like 45th and 9th. So it was like, yo, I got to stay in Manhattan for a week, but I was dog sitting and not house sitting.
Mhm.
It's just, yuck is weird
Yes.
and don't do it. Go get a job. Go work at McDonald's, dummy.
All right.
It's such a problem.
Andre Laverne.
Mm.
Go for it.
I worked like Andre the Giant. I
Mhm.
worked hard at school all year and earned an average of 86%. Because of this high percentage, I didn't have to take final exams, so I sold my notes for cash. There you
Wow.
go. Of course, I didn't get all of my Super NES money for my notes. Also, worked part-time at nearby hardware store eating hammers. My notes helped a lot, though.
Hold on.
Andre the Giant, Sepia, buh.
I'm not
Major Baseball.
I'm not, buying my notes from someone that only earned an 86.
Can you imagine buying notes? That is your discount notes. Remember we're talking the prices? That's your
Yeah.
discount notes.
A B plus, alright. I mean, you don't usually you buy it from the nerdy kid who got all straight A's.
I mean, Brian, listen, this is gonna come as a shock to you. I was a high C.
No,
I was a
it's
low B, high C student my whole life. I
0
had to
shock.
buy those notes from him because if I flew in with an A plus on a quiz, they're like, "Yo,
Oh,
you cheated." They would
okay.
never believe it. I was too dumb.
But smart enough to know you couldn't get an A, or else it would look
Yes.
suspicious.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I smart enough to
Alright.
know I had to get some wrong.
That's interesting. That's funny.
I'm a conniver, as they say.
Yeah. Chris Rickard says, "My brother and I recycle newspapers and soda cans. We already have $50 in a garbage can full of cans. My dad hates us. He says, 'Get that shit out of my garage.'"
Wow. My
Yeah.
brother was
They're recycling. I used to recycle. I used to get the money just like spending on the vending machine at Pathmark, like the gumball machine, you know.
How much would you pull in when you were a kid?
Yeah, like 2, $3. That's all.
Oh, okay. Was it
Like,
from the house recycling or
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah,
from the
yeah.
neighborhood? Alright.
No, just the house. I wouldn't.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not a
it's
trash raccoon. What do
I
they
tell
call
you
it?
what,
Thing?
trash raccoon.
Trash monkey. What
They
are they
have a
called? Yeah.
there's been times like, I don't know, you probably don't remember, but now in the state of New York, I think it was always a thing, but I never realized it. But they charge you a bottling tax, and
Hmm.
if you go
5%,
and
five
you
cents.
yeah,
Yeah.
and if you, recycle your own cans at the ShopRite machines or whatever, you get that tax
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
But there's nothing more depressing when you have, like, 12 cans, you're like, "Well, let me just, like, go deposit this at the ShopRite," and there's always, like, 3 scumbags with, like, air
Yes.
balloon-sized bags of cans. You're like, "Well, I'm gonna be here for 40 minutes for a dollar." Like, this is
Yep.
terrible.
Yes. Yeah. So I used to like the machine. You place the big like 2-liter soda can in bottle, and it would just like crush it and everything. I used to like that.
Oh, yeah, this one you
That's
put
fun.
in it goes on a conveyor belt. It's like,
Yeah.
"Whee!"
Yeah.
But it is depressing when you get there and there's, like, 2 assholes with giant bags of cans, and
They're
you're
not
like,
assholes.
"Man, can I just
They're
get in,
most
just do
they're
this?"
most likely homeless. That's what they do for
I don't
money.
know, they don't look homeless, they drove there, I've seen them. They drove
Sometimes,
there, it's fine. It's one
sometimes.
one of those let me tell you, if my stupid father had a car and a big bag, trust me, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some cans." Stupid asshole. Stupid non-ID having asshole. Sorry, this is
You've had some issues today. Yeah.
that's an inside thing for me, Brett.
All right.
Um,
Mikey Garza. You want to read it?
oh, yeah, sure, okay. I'm only 12, but I'm working with my dad at the University of Montevallo, helping college students who don't know how to use computers. I
What?
work for $1.
What?
Last year, I was able to get the Game Boy with my earnings. This year, it will be the Super NES. I plan to do this every year or get a higher paying job.
Yeah. So many things here. Hold on. You help 20-year-olds
Yep, you're
with
12.
how to use a computer. So
Pretty
that's an issue. What do you mean you work for $1? An hour? A day?
Yeah, it has to be something like yeah, it has to be, I would imagine, a
Per
an
kid?
hour?
Per
Maybe per
stu
yeah, probably per student. You can't afford it. How much was Game Boys again, roughly?
90, I think, or
Okay.
120.
Alright, so yeah, so you'd have to this
It
kid
was
took all
90.
year to do that
Yeah.
for a
I plan
dollar
I I plan to do this every year or get a higher paying job. It
or
kinda sounds like you, like, just the refusal to get a job.
uh,
Maybe I'll get a job.
I will not. I told you, I'm not a dweeb. I'm not getting a side job. I'm not a twerp and a dweeb. Twerp has been my favorite word for
I
about
know.
4 months.
Hey,
I love
why don't you go out to the university and,
I should.
help kids with their computers?
Yeah, "Hey, can I show you how to use this computer for $1?" They're like, "Get out of here, old man." I'm like, "Huh?"
It only costs $1. Come on.
Yeah. "Hey, give me $1, show you how to tell the paperclip to go, eat shit in Windows."
Alright, where's your passcode? Let me get your passcode. We'll sign into Windows 3.1. Check out the control panel.
Hey, I know Photoshop. All I know is how to make more layers. Pretty hard. You gotta know where that plus sign is.
All right, first thing I'm gonna do is a Minesweeper lesson. I'm pretty good with Minesweeper. Okay, come here.
He said you turn the computer on. You see this button? Oh, that's the wrong button. It's a reset button. I'm sorry. Hold on. I can't find the power button. Is it in the back? Is it in the front? Where's the button? I don't know. Give me $1.
We got 512 KBs of RAM in this thing, huh?
Hey,
Sorry,
how big's the motherboard in this beauty?
I got a Pentium 4 at home. Not bragging, but sir, this has 2 terabytes. What?
Oh, this computer's loud. How many fans are in this thing?
Let me ask you, did you pay for that extra CD-ROM, CD-R drive, or CD-RW, CD minus RW? Which one is it?
Ooh, hey, can you rewrite? Can you rewrite with this, or is
You know,
this the
some you can only write, some you can rewrite. It's a whole big thing. It's a
as
really
a whole?
annoying. It was very annoying back in '96.
Hey, what's the speed of this? Is this a quad, tri, 32?
What's your CompuServe password? I gotta look something up real quick.
CompuServe.
What do you mean always connected? What does that mean?
What's a CompuServe? Hey, hang up the phone. You can screw the internet up.
That's good. All right.
Computers.
Rob Ked says, I managed to get a well paying paper route. The first thing I bought with my money was a good pair of rollerblades so I can go twice as fast and have fun too. Now I have the Super NES. It worked for me. It should work for you too. Hold on. So the most papers you could have carried was probably 10 max, Rob. So don't
I
tell me
agree.
you ran around on rollerblades with your short shorts in Nepean, Ontario and like gave out newspapers. I don't believe that.
In the snow and rain, he's just
Yeah, give me a break.
slipping in his rollerblades.
Oh god,
Man,
Rob's
remember how rollerblades, like, when they first, like, really blew up?
yeah.
You remember that?
I never had a pair ever.
Oh,
I wasn't a roller. I was too tall.
yeah,
Mhm.
think I did.
Yeah, and I can't ice skate. When I go to Bryant Park, I hate it.
Yeah, I can stand up and ice skate, and I can move a bit, but I can't do
Yeah,
anything crazy. Even roller skating.
yeah. You
Roller
could.
I definitely think I had rollerblades.
I've roller skated plenty of times. Just not bladed.
Yeah, but man, rollerblading was like, man, was that
Yeah,
popular.
it was a thing.
All right, let's see. Michael Bellhorn, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's probably in bath salts right now. I was like, I paint people's rooms.
I'm from House Bellhorn. Right? It sounds very Game of Thrones-ish.
I pay people $25 to paint a room is horrendous. I don't care.
Very,
And that's
very low, even in
not
'92.
inflation. Yeah, I would charge 50 I mean 50 is like I would do it if I was banging the person. I'd do like, I'd still need $50. I paint people's rooms for $25. Mow lawns for 4. Wow. Wash and wax. Man, wash and wax
Yeah,
for $5 and recycle aluminum. People, this is a big recycling kind of page.
I would hire Michael to save a lot of money. Jeez.
Of course, and recycle aluminum cans in my spare time after doing homework. You imagine you get your homework done and then you're excited to go recycle aluminum cans.
His dad comes home. Michael, I got 2 cans for you today, Sonny.
Michael, I drank 6 natural ices in my car after I got done with work. You want to go recycle these, boy? Do you need a ride?
Got home twice as fast somehow. We don't condone drinking and driving. It's actually
By the way, son, Michael, your father's very good at drinking and driving. I'll punch this camera in its goddamn lens. I hate this
that was
thing.
only 10 minutes. Jeez.
I hate
All
this
right.
camera.
Nick Fulton says, I think
Nick
this would,
Fury.
Nick Fury. I think this would be a good way to make money. Go around and knock on people's doors and ask for spare change. You could say, do you have any extra money that I could borrow to use to buy a Nintendo game? Please, please, please. And they said, please note that the opinions and ideas sent in by readers are not necessarily the ones that we at Nintendo Power have. It was a unique entry, though, Nick. Oh,
Ew.
God, what a psychopath. Can you
Ew.
imagine the kid knocking on your door? Hey, what's up? Do you have any spare change?
Ugh.
I'd be like, why? I want to buy a Nintendo game.
Well, also,
Do you
like,
live by yourself, kid?
But also he says,
Ask your
borrow.
dirtbag parents.
What's it borrow? You imagine if like a neighbor lent him 45 cents and then like in 2 days, like, hey, I'm gonna need that 45 cents back. And he's
Yeah,
like,
every time
whoa,
he walks past the house, he'd be like, he said, "What? Hey,
Nick,
I'm waiting for the
Nick,
money. I
Nick,
borrowed that."
Nick, come here, Nick. And he keeps walking fast past that. Nick.
It's up to
Nick,
it's
come here, Nick.
it's up to 50 cents now, Nick.
Yeah, I got 2 points on the back end on that one.
2 points.
I'm gonna tell you, like when I was a mall rat, I would panhandle money.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
I've done it as a teenager, but in the mall under the pretext of pretense of do you have 35 cents? You have a quarter that I call my mom, and I would do it for $2 and then buy a pack of cigarettes.
That's
So I
terrible.
would panhandle, but at least it was like in a mall with a lie. At least it was like a believable lie. Like, you have a quarter to call my mom.
Yeah.
Someone's like, all right. And they give you, God damn, those were the weird, man, those were the days, dude. It's so weird now. You just, that doesn't exist. You'd be like, no, use your cell phone. You're like, what?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I really would, man. I used to panhandle a shit ton.
you wasted it on Siggy Butts.
Oh, Siggy Butts, man. Siggy Butts and Chinese food and Nathan's hot dogs. Man, I made a living at the mall just bumming money. But again, I didn't go through the neighborhood knocking on doors.
Yeah.
It's so invasive.
Can you try that now? See how it works? Just do it.
Oh, asking for I can have a quarter.
Go to your neighbors in your apartment complex and be like, "I just want to buy a Nintendo game tomorrow. Do you have $30? You have
yeah.
$30 I could borrow?"
Oh, I should. I'd ask the neighbor downstairs. Man, I'll tell you what. Side note: the neighbor downstairs was having a screaming, slamming field day, and this is not the ones across the hall that are psycho.
Oh, another one.
Oh, the guys downstairs, bro. Whoo, I think the state pays for that apartment, if you know what I mean.
You live in like Rikers Island.
Man, it's a real shame. But he was I would never ask him for money, man. He was he was slamming things so loud that I loudly had to go, oh, like it was just it was like 3 huge slams, and I was like, guys, this is enough. And then my dog's losing it. I went downstairs. I'm like, can I have a quarter? He'd be like, I
want to buy Bayonetta 3, sir.
Excuse me, mister. I know there was a controversy. I don't know where you stand. There was a controversy. I'd like to buy Bayonetta 3.
Oh boy,
it's a shame that game's getting good. The review, I think it's fun. The story's dog shit, but I think it was the reviews, I think, said it was fun.
Yeah.
What a shame that we will never buy it.
Has your group had their fun today? Nintendo fun clubs and gaming clubs are active across the country. We want to hear from you. What's your club been up to lately?
My God, do you imagine if next month we hear a guy go, me and my friends, the Videoizers, are doing this cool thing?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
what is this? Winning combination power challenge trading cards. Felix, Yoshi, trade cards with your friends to come up with this winning combination of cards and send them in to win a top Super NES game pack. Winners, please allow 4 to 6 weeks for game pack delivery. Wait, so anybody who just sent these in would win that? That's crazy.
Wait, send what in?
Okay, so remember they started having 6 perforated like little trading cards in the beginning and the end of each issue.
Mega Man, we don't see them.
Well, no, they might be.
We don't see them with.
So it's right here at the it's right here at the bottom with see the Mega Man. It's those. Okay.
Do you have any with yours? Have you ever looked?
Yeah, I think one of them. I know last issue they were torn out. One of them might have it. I'll try to find it one day.
Okay, so go on. So you're telling me that this I never knew that. So it came with trading cards, and if you sent in,
I didn't. Yeah, I guess they would send you a
combination. If you
send you a game,
3 in trade,
but then you're out. Then you're out the cards, and if you're collecting the cards, you're like, I need those cards back.
Yeah, but the joke's on you when, if you collected all those cards now and you're like, hey guys, how much are these worth? And everyone's like, oh, $1. And you're like, shit.
I wonder what game they would win.
I don't know. Super NES game pack.
Yeah.
Probably like something terrible.
All right, we're on page 7, 35 minutes in.
Pilot Wings. I know we're having so much. Well, I mean, we'll burn through it. Like,
I know.
Games, I don't care. This is to me, this is the fun part.
I know. This is the best. This is fun. Okay. This guy won an American Gladiators contest. Brian Grant from Batavia, Ohio.
Wow. Oh my God, he's bigger than who's he? Who's the little one?
That's Zap.
That was Zap. She was little.
Zap looked 75 years old.
God, she looked so old.
right?
Brian Viper and Laser hanging out backstage.
That's
Wait,
great.
is what? Is that a woman with the in the middle?
No, that's Viper.
Why does he have he's a terrible outfit.
He's got a bikini on, yeah.
Good lord. Ugh. Imagine if you won this just like randomly and you're like, "Ugh, I guess I'll go."
I would love to see how that show is taped. That'd be so much fun.
I mean, it's yeah. I used to listen, I used to watch it. I
Oh,
couldn't tell
I
you.
loved it.
I mean, when it was on, I enjoyed it, but like, man,
I
I'm
loved it,
surprised.
man.
I wonder how many times. I wonder how many times people like try to redo American Gladiators. Like,
They did a couple years ago.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Well, we
Right.
never heard of it.
I
Go
think
figure.
I think it didn't last at all very long
Too
because
weird.
they got to be all they weren't safe at all back then. The Gladiators would
Yes.
kick their ass, man. Like they were rough
Yes.
with these contestants. They couldn't do that now.
Insane. No. Now they'd be like, oh, careful.
Yeah. Um,
Barb is gonna get hurt, and they
yeah.
stop.
So Adventure Island 3, these games are just fun. They're all the same though. There's
They're
nothing.
fine. I agree with you. I can't tell you. I can't differentiate one except maybe Pokey the dinosaur. You're right on. Like, all right.
Yeah, he's never got an outfit. He's never got a shirt. Old Hudson. But it's all just regular old side. This has like a Mario 3 map. Every game was doing that back then.
What?
You know,
Oh,
like the Mario 3 map world thing,
yeah.
to kind of go where you're going. Yeah. Look at this guy. This guy's
Good.
jacked. This guy's
You ever see
jacked.
Did you ever see the movie Nemesis?
No.
It's terrible, but he looks, if you zoom out, he
Merry
looks like
Christmas.
Nemesis.
Merry Christmas, Mr. President.
No. Hold on, Brian. Stop. Merry Xmas,
They,
Mr. President.
they had to for RAM reasons. They couldn't fit all.
Ah,
They couldn't fit it
that's
all
funny.
probably. Your mission issued secretly from the Department of
Of
Defense
defense.
is to destroy the Delta Foundation.
Imagine that was a mission. They're like, "Hey, you need to go destroy this." And it's like, "All right, look at that boomerang." Yeah,
All
it
right.
definitely looks like zoom up.
I love how it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go destroy them. Do you have my guns? Oh no, you're getting this a boomerang.
I'm gonna tell you, if you Google, anyone watching, and also you, Brian, if you Google Nemesis, I think he looks really like the
Nemesis movie. Let's see.
yeah, the cover of Nemesis. Around, he has the round glasses,
Yeah, a little bit.
a little bit, yeah. So weird.
Um,
What is this? I don't remember
Side
Delta
scroller.
what or
No,
Power. Oh, I remember Power Played. Yes, I do.
look at this. Newt suit, wetsuit, rocket suit riot.
Nude suit, riot. Patriot suit with a bottle of beers.
Patriot suit.
What is a stage? Oh, these are the stages that are good. Oh, that's in. They tell you the stages that it's good to use.
Yeah. Area
Bust
map.
the block. Yeah, I never played Power Blade 2.
Cybercop.
Cyber Cop, Cyber Jet. Go into Cyber Cop. What's Cyber Ninja? Of
Yeah,
course.
it's all just it's all just
Cyber Gemini. So dumb.
it's
God, the 90s sucked. They were like, I mean, looking back, it's so fun because it was so cringe. Everything was cringe in the
yeah.
90s.
Doc Ock. Return of the Sinister Six. Six of the
Man.
best Spider-Man villains, I think. These guys rule. Great art.
Yeah, Vulture I thought was always dog shit, but the movie
Yeah.
was great. Movie
Electro
they did really good.
They did. Hobgoblin was always great, I thought.
Hobgoblin was great. Green Goblin was great.
Make your move. Jump, punch, kick, and swing.
And Web Fluid.
Mm.
Oh,
So this one I don't think was that great.
Stage 1 Electro. No, it doesn't look like it.
There's Electro right there. It looks
Did
like
NES?
Yeah, this is NES.
Mm,
So it's towards the end of NES, so it's nice they threw out a Spider-Man game this late,
There's oh my god, what a terrible view of Sandman.
Yeah.
Mysterio. Yeah, they really could. They kind of did the Sinister Six a little bit in the third Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Look how scary Hobgoblin is. It's scary.
Hobgoblin was scary because he was like, there's like a version where he's like an alien.
Yeah. So each villain gets their own stage, which is cool. Then
Dr. Octopus.
And you fight Dr. Octopus at the end there.
Loved Doc Ock. I love anything with like robotic arms. I was obsessed as a kid. Man, I want to be a robot so bad. I really did.
I love that. I love it. There's still time.
I can't wait, man. What? Enough with the.
Nope. They really you got to give it to them. They really committed to these
14 pages of comics.
Oh, there's Gleeok, the three-headed dragon.
Who cares?
Right
Here we
back to
go.
Bionic Commando.
Ooh,
Hey,
good lord.
look at that super hard game for Nintendo. Well, let's bring it back on the Game Boy 5 years later.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. Really hard game. I can't imagine how difficult this is on Game Boy.
I never, you know what? I played the one that was on like 360.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It was slow, right? It was a very slow
Yeah.
game, I thought. This is
Battle between zones.
I don't know. Hitch a ride, Surf's Up.
Whoa. Why do those things look like Nazi symbols?
Yeah, they do. Well, this whole game was in Nintendo. In the Nintendo, you killed Hitler at the end.
Oh. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hitler
yeah.
was the final boss,
Yeah.
and he was a robot. He turned
He
into a
was a
robot.
robot. Yeah.
Yeah, robot Hitler. Not a
Uh,
good time. Tom and Jerry. Hey, kids.
hey, kids. Back then, I agree. This was awesome. Try to show a kid this now. They're like, I don't want to watch this shit.
But they did take their time with these games. Most of these were pretty fun. Like they weren't too hard. They were just kind of fun-ish
Yeah.
games. Let's see what else we got. And Double Dragon. Look at these. Look at Bimmy and Jimmy right here.
Wait. Oh, it's for the Game Boy?
Oh,
They
this is
call-
like. Wait, no. This guy was like he was okay. So this isn't Billy. This isn't. If it is, it's a terrible drawing of one of the Lee
Yes. Here,
brothers.
scroll down a little bit.
Because one of the guys' name was like low
Hold on.
fat.
I want to read the. Here, go up. Sorry. Could you zoom out
Okay.
a little? Just
Right
we're
here?
like just yeah. I want to read the yellow. Yeah. 1-2 punch, and as sure and steady as its predecessor with another slam banger from Billy and Jimmy Lee. Gets
Slam banger. What?
slam bang. So is that supposed to be Billy and Jimmy Lee?
Okay, yeah, which they are supposed to look alike, and they're completely different here. So this guy's got like a chubby face and like the Fu Manchu. That's why in the third one, I believe there was that extra character you could use. His name wasn't like low fat, but I think it was something like that.
Oh,
There's a little tiny Asian dude you can use, and he chops people.
huh.
Um,
So this
is
is
it
called
is
Double
is
Dragon
is it
3.
is it Double
The,
Dragon 3? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Double Dragon 3, the arcade game on Game Boy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just call it Double Dragon 3.
Yeah.
It's so
This is
dumb.
a
Why would you call it the arcade? This is not the arcade game.
well,
This doesn't look like the arcade. This is terrible.
they probably base it more off the arcade because the third Nintendo game was not that great. So there was a third arcade game. This might be based off of that.
Oh my God, you imagine beating up the big man, the guy with the janitor? He's like,
I beat
he-
him.
he's
What
got
are you
the same body type as the fat cop from Terminator 2.
doing? This is like Vega from Street Fighter 2 down here in the corner.
He's got no buttocks.
No. What else
Whoa.
we got?
You imagine fighting a knight in armor? What the shit?
This is all over the place. So this
Ninjas
Double,
I get, but a knight?
Double Dragon 3 was this is the arcade. This is based off the arcade one, I think. It was a hard game and it
What?
wasn't that good. This is like look at this.
Is that
What is this?
Yoshimitsu?
The Rosetta, the Mummy and Cleopatra. Whoa.
Oh, looks like Yoshimitsu from Tekken 2.
Mm. Give it a little-
Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu.
God, I can't. Yoshimitsu was in like 2 other. Was he in Soul Calibur as well? It's so weird.
Oh, geez.
Enough.
I love it.
I mean, just make a comic book, Nintendo Power.
They did.
It's nuts.
They're rare and they're worth a lot of money now, those comic books back then.
This is dog shit. Who
Oh,
cares?
here we go. Ba-ba-da-ba. Counselor's
Here we
Corner.
Oh,
Our
Casey.
favorite.
Oh, Casey Curtis looks like he's trying to shut down the nerds in high school.
Oh, actually, Casey looks like he's had his jaw wired shut like 6 times
He does.
because he eats too much candy.
Casey
He's got like that howdy doody mouth, like a puppet boy. doesn't he?
Curtis has a face that you have to watch your girlfriend's drinks whenever you're around him. You're like, just keep
100%.
it on your drink.
Yeah.
Keep
Casey
it on your
Curtis.
drink. I don't trust Casey with a K.
You know what he does? He goes, "My name is Casey Curtis. You can call me KC." That's a little joke I tell.
Yeah.
Because it's my
Casey should be
name.
with a C. His name should be switched around. Casey with C and Curtis with a K.
I'll tell him.
Please send him a message.
He kind of looks like a douchebag. I hate.
I mean, straight up. He looks like Elon Musk's cousin.
How did I beat the gear wheel in B2? Okay, Super
What was
Castlevania.
B2? Oh, what game was this? Here, zoom out a little.
Super Castlevania 4 for SNES.
Yeah, hard game. Go down
Yeah.
to the, let me see the pickies for Castlevania. Trying to remember because I did beat this game.
Yeah.
All right. Jump onto the stairs.
Yeah.
Man, it really was a hard game.
Mm-hmm.
It was good though.
Casey Kasem.
If I had a chance to meet you,
Oh,
oh,
jeez.
for God's sakes,
Reese Sharon.
grow a mustache completely. What are you doing, Adolf?
Jesus.
I mean, am I wrong? He's got the hair swoop
No,
sideways in his
he
mustache.
looks exactly like Hitler.
He does. He looks like he's like, well, I'm German descent. We don't think we're related to Adolf Hitler, but my grandfather did die in a concentration camp. He fell out of the guard tower. That's
Not sure if we're related to him, but fingers crossed we are.
by the way, it's a very old racist, terrible joke
Yes.
that I said. I did not make it up.
Yeah.
Heard it. I heard it. The garbage men were saying it.
I wonder if this white spot is actually him or it's just a photo error. I would love to know.
No, it's him. He's pixelating out of time. Someone went back and tried to kill baby Hitler, and his whole timeline was gonna get wiped out. So this is the start of him, like in Back to the Future, he starts disappearing from a picture.
Yep, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yep, that makes sense. Sheeran.
Yeah.
Reese.
Where are the super bumps?
Man, I never met someone named Reese.
Not spelled that way.
Except for my ex-girlfriend, Witherspoon.
Right.
I dated. We dated. I never talk about it, but
just for a little bit.
We dated for a little bit, for like 2 years.
Well, Reese is all over Zelda. He's got a lot of different tips for everybody.
Where are the super bombs?
Where are the super bombs?
The super bombs might be in the attic if you listen closely.
Where are Link's papers?
But all hail Ganon.
Wait, look at these comments I just saw on our. Did you see this?
Oh, let me see.
On the Twitch coming through. Put that on the screen.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
what happened?
Sexfind.biz.
For you for sex find biz.
As soon as Reese came on screen, they're like, "Oh shit, this guy wants hot
sex
girl."
bomb." By the way, they did it 3 times. You know, and now you're blocked.
I went and looked. I'm like, "Ooh, we got some comments yet?" Nope.
Interesting. I can't believe we're getting spammed on.
That's great.
What was it? Do you think it was Twitch?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nick Utek.
Oh, nice. He's wearing a leather jacket. Yeah.
I don't know what he's wearing. He's pitch black.
I'm gonna tell you something. Nick bangs.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh, yes. He's got a cool car. He always like flips his collar up.
He shows up late. He's smoking in the office.
Yep, he's smoking. He's also, all the women in the office know he's a sex pest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
sex pest is it's so bad what it really is, but it's the funniest term. Is calling someone a sex pest. You know what that is, right?
Or tell the fans.
Oh, sex pest is like a guy who like would go on a date with a girl and then just pester her for like, come on, let's hook up. Come on.
Oh, right.
Come on. And it's
Nick.
like, yeah. And then some girls will give him like, all right. But then like they just they'll never talk to him again.
Is it UTT Tech like a college?
Yeah, he's
you want to learn how to change a muffler, come to UTT Tech.
Nick's like, here's the thing. I was born in the basement of a college, but my mom didn't have sex with nobody. I was just immaculately conceived in the boiler room at the tech school down the street, DeVry. My father was DeVry Institute. My mother was a janitor. And I was born. I just popped in her belly.
It'd be funny if someone called like, "Hey, how do I defeat the vampire?" He's like, "Bro, I've been trying to defeat this vampire in my basement for years. I have no idea."
Oh,
like, no. Oh, you mean in the game?
Oh, you know vampires exist, right? You ever go to goth industrial clubs? There's vampires everywhere. My name is Nick Utek.
Nicotech.
There
we go. Tony Burgess. Tony's just happy to be there. Look at him go. He's either super high or just like really happy to be working at Nintendo.
I usually don't think I've ever said this. He has a very punchable face.
Yeah, I think you
do want to punch him.
You'd punch him, but you also squeeze those cheeks as you're coming away, I think.
Yeah. He looks like the kind of guy that's like, I know. He shows up at the party. He's like, I know you told me to get beer, but I forgot. And you're like, piece of shit.
Tony, god damn it. Yeah, he's got his flock of seagulls he's got that big Conan O'Brien pompadour almost.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
That big part.
I want to bite his cheeks.
Yeah, me too.
Not in a good way, in a bad way. I want to bite him till he goes, no. like that. I'm like, "You piece of shit."
And Nick's like, "Do I smell blood?"
It's like, "Let me kiss you, let me just kiss your cheeks. Let me just," it's like, "No, stop being a cheek pest." I was like, "Oh, whatever."
Oh
Poor
man.
sex fine biz, what would you want to tell us?
Jesus, that's
Can't
great.
believe that. That's so ridiculous.
All right. Football for the Super NES. This one was decent.
Decent.
I forget if it was real teams or not. Bart's Nightmare. Yeah. So the first board, it was actually super fucking annoying.
They
It-
all were,
I
dude.
know. I know. It starts off immediately before you get to the fun stuff. You have to walk down the street and pop balloons, which was hard, and then or pop it on this lady's head, which was really hard. There's a couple things you had to do in order just to get.
Homework, it looks like you can catch
Yeah,
homework.
Skinner would chase you, and he put you in a suit, and then once you did that, you'd finally get to the fun stuff. Bartman, you could do Bartman. Um,
Just
Maggie's
bugger.
Temple was like an Indiana Jones thing. Um, there was a dinosaur. I remember. Yeah, Bartzilla.
No, that's
Uh, it was really fun, but man, fuck, I'm thinking about it, it was really hard. Also,
they
like,
all like
I know.
we've said
I
it, they
never.
all were. It's
Yeah, I know. I never beat
it was
Eight
a
Man
shame. It was
Homer.
a shame. It was a shame how to me how just they were just it was unfun to me, like bad design.
Yeah,
That's unfun.
yeah, it was bad design.
Most video games when we were kids, bro, were like there was such a it was such a coin flip that a game was going to be annoying
Yeah.
or fun, and it was most likely games were just too hard and unfun.
Oh yeah, and then
That's
she does.
because and that was
Yeah.
because they wanted a game. If you beat a game, it would take you like 3 hours.
Mhm,
So they didn't want you to have to spend $60, whatever it
mhm,
costs,
mhm.
for 3 hours of gameplay. So the games were so hard that the game would take you 12 hours because you're
Or
playing over and over and over.
yeah.
God, you kids these days don't know what me and Brian. I mean, you and your Fortnites, like, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Itchy and Scratchy, this is a fun but hard level too. You get to play as Itchy and Scratchy.
Oh, see, that would have
Yeah,
been fun.
yeah.
Yeah, they ruined it.
Roadrunner Death Valley Rally, one of the best graphics on the SNES, and again, another super hard game.
Sunsoft.
I had it and I played it all the time, but it was so fucking hard. All right,
Good
folks.
poster, though. All right, let's get into Mario Fart. I'm sorry, you're kidding. Mario Kart.
This should have been the cover. This is so much better.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
So much better. It's got all the characters,
Mhm.
all 8, right? The original 8. Holy smoking tires. Cartmania is spreading and has invaded the realm of Super Mario World. Yeah. The racing
Oh,
action is very similar to that of F-Zero,
uh,
as is the behind the driver point of view. However, unlike F-Zero, Super Mario Kart features a split screen 2-player simultaneous mode. As with all Mario games, Super Mario Kart is a whole lot of fun.
can you go to the open book view? I love that. Reminds me of.
You like that better? Okay, sure,
I like
sure.
because it reminds me of being a child.
Sure, sure, sure.
Oh, number two, F-Zero not being 2-player split screen, dumbest
Weird.
thing I've ever heard in my life.
Weird. Yeah.
So weird. For a
Yeah.
racing game, you're an idiot for
I
not
know.
doing
You,
it.
you got
That's
you got
the
to
way the
take
game's dumb.
you got to take turns.
So we have Mario.
Mhm.
And then so everyone did have their own little like perks, I guess.
Yeah, Mario was
Quick
he,
and cornered well.
he was fine. Bowser and
You see that
Donkey
highest
Kong.
top speed?
Oh, it's funny. They call it Donkey Kong Jr. That's right.
Oh, weird. Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's not actually Donkey Kong.
We have
That's
Princess,
his.
Bowser, Koopa, Luigi, Yoshi, DK Jr., and Toad.
I was always Koopa Trooper, by the way, for some reason.
I wonder why he's so you liked because he's not fast, but he corners well, and he's like
Yeah,
a cross between Mario and Toad.
yeah.
And
Bowser and
Sega says, "Oh,
DK were super slow acceleration, but they went very fast at the
because it
jump.
always carries a lot of momentum."
Yeah.
Oh, fast top speed. All
Look at
right.
look at drunk ass Yoshi over
Yeah,
here.
Yoshi.
My
Yoshi looks like
God.
he's leaving a bar at 4 a.m. looking for an Uber, not on his
Uh,
phone.
oh shit, where did I park my go-kart?
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, it's just what time did you get here, Yoshi? I got her at happy hour at 5. Just kept drinking."
Is this sexfine.biz?
The bartender called me a sex pest.
Put your tongue away, Yoshi.
Yeah, blah,
Jesus.
blah, 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 blah. Cart
Great.
class.
It really is such a great game. It's the best. So here are the
It's fine. I respect for what it became, but I don't care. Look
yeah.
at the red shell.
It looks like someone's hat.
It does homing shell, feather.
Feather they got rid of.
Oh, yeah, with the feather, you could leap get oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Everything
Interesting.
is still in the game except the
Turns are
feather.
still in. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing tips.
Playing tips.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do you want some coinage, Brian?
Yeah. You need the
I'm
coins to
gonna
stay yeah, to keep your speed up.
I'm gonna start next time, I get mad, I'm gonna call you a co okay, scroll back.
Cool.
Scroll back, I had an insult for you. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Okay. Next time I'm gonna call you, scroll down.
Sorry.
It's okay. Next time I'm gonna go, Brian, you corner cutting, shell dropping, banana chucking idiot. That's what I'm gonna call you. All right. You go the next.
I hope so.
Jumping.
So
Did you do the jump turn where you would jump
oh
to
yeah.
turn?
I
Okay.
was very good at this. Yeah. Donut
House Circuit.
planes,
No,
Mars.
please. Bowser Castle.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't actually have every single track in here. I figured they would, since sometimes they go overboard with like explaining too much stuff. Well, I guess this
Yeah.
is most of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh yeah, the battle mode, the balloons.
Battle mode was fun. Peach is like, "What am I doing on this thing?" She looks terrified. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, it's still
Great
going.
stuff.
Yeah, here we go. More carts. Bum, ba-da, ba-da, bum. I hear the music in my head too. Bum, ba-da, ba-da, bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da. Oh yeah, then there's a special cup race once you get the gold trophy in all of them, and a new thing unlocked, which is always fun.
Choco Island.
Loved it.
Holy mother of mercy.
Yeah, man. You never played this, you said, right?
No.
Loved it. So Out of This World, you can play it now and beat it in about 25 minutes, but this game took me 6 years to beat on Super Nintendo. Um, it's a very weird, cool look. Look how cool this looks, right? This is Super Nintendo, by the way.
SNES, they
It's a
say.
very different type of game. And I remember it was a really popular for some reason.
I've
People were
never
like, it was
played it.
very cult following, right? Um, it was like, it wasn't a point and click, but it was single screen. You run in back and forth and do stuff. And it was puzzle-ish, but and you had this like big rock monster. Look at these graphics. It was
Wow.
right. This guy, this big stone guy, would help you. And I remember when he'd point, he would say "Matuba." I just,
Matuba.
that's been stuck in my head since 1992.
Ooh.
Replayed it on either it might have been on Switch Online or maybe on something, and I beat it just using a guide and I was like, it takes literally like 20 minutes to beat the whole game.
Oh my god.
But it was really unique and fun. It was one of the first like picture like Limbo or Inside, but like
Yeah.
back in 92. It wasn't creepy like that, but it was very a weird, like you have Mario and Kirby. This is like a dark, creepy kind of game.
Yeah, I never played it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's on something. I
Ah, the flood.
Yeah, it was hard. You die a lot. It was one of those games you just
Oh,
die a lot. But it was cool, man. See, it seems like it's
nice.
long, but it's really not a
Water
long
and
game.
air.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you could plow through this.
Rich O'Shea.
Yeah. You
Is
have to
this
like
really the end though?
oh yeah, this giant
Is it?
tank thing. Yeah. It's a weird game. It's all over the place,
Wow.
but it's cool. Cool atmosphere. Let's see what we got. Find out. Win a clue mystery weekend. Who done it?
Oh, who
Professor
done it?
Plum, perhaps? Solve the mystery. Take two friends to the scene of the crime at Seasons Resort in Great Gorge, New Jersey.
Oh my god, I've never heard of that ever.
Conduct your own investigation, search for clues and weigh the evidence, construct your case, and convict the culprit. They just lock a couple of kids in a hotel room in Jersey.
Hey kids, escape. That was the first escape the room. All right, kids, good luck getting out of here.
They just like sent a couple of hookers and prostitutes from Atlantic City over. Like,
Hey,
hey, go give these kids a good time. They're at a
these kids have
contest.
quarters in their pockets. You gotta go find them. I'm gonna give you quarters to the kids.
It's a weird contest. So I just found out. I told you we're gonna maybe have them on next week. I know someone that sent in their high
Oh yeah,
score. He told me.
very excited.
Yeah, so we'll try to get him on soon to talk about it.
Yes. Ugh.
Look at George is getting fatter each week.
They're drawing George's jowls.
They're trying to get him to quit. They're
I
trying
hate this. And then also, what's the other guy? Oh, Rob has liver lips. I hate him.
Seriously,
He's got fish lips. Like,
they're the worst. Latest releases. Here we go. The usual. Yada. We've already done all these. Mario 3 still in the top spot after 3 years. It's great. Zelda 10 months. Mario Land. Yeah, so they basically since day one they've been in the top.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what we got on the. Oh boy.
Oh, good lord, David Weber. Good lord.
What are your favorite Game Boy games? I just like the Barbie series.
Man, terrible haircut, terrible glasses.
Hey, did he rent those braces?
Very good. Bountiful Utah. Good
Oh my god!
oh,
Look at
man,
Mike Tidbits.
Oh my god, he looks like his mom like hooked up with a rabbit and then had him.
He looks like he's making fun of the photographer.
I know.
Smile like this asshole. Right?
Tim Bennett. Good lord.
Yeah, Tim. Tim might be Tina right now.
Possibly.
It looks like, right? That's a very
possibly, and if it is, good for her.
Tim's also 37. He should not have sent his picture in.
Yeah,
his favorite Final Fantasy games, basically. Look at that.
Wow.
Mike Tidbits. I know it's Tibbets, but Tibbets is funnier. And then we have we got Ken Griffey.
Wow.
Which if we keep this series going for the next 100 issues, he was on so many covers of Nintendo Power coming up. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Ken Griffey was on like 10 different covers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, obviously he was very popular and a great athlete, but they had him on all the time. Like Jordan wasn't even on Nintendo Power, but Ken Griffey Jr. was all the time. Yeah. Do you mind being called Junior? No, it doesn't bother me. It's my nickname.
Hug-a-Bear.
Let's see.
Wow.
Great guy, Ken Griff.
Guy, Pack Watch.
Let's see what we got here. Angelico. Nothing great, blah, blah, blah. The usual. Rocky and Bullwing. Oh, yeah, they re-released Nintendo Classics. Zelda 2, Punch Out with White Tyson, and Metroid.
Wow.
Release them for cheaper as like, hey, one last push to get people to buy those things. Bartman and Baseball. Bartman meets Radioactive Man was a game. Rocky and Bullwinkle, Crash Dummies.
Crash Dummies. That was such a thing for like a year.
So dumb. Oh, Shadow of the Beast. They remastered that recently, and that is a killer, awesome game.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. And here's everything coming out. See, the NES is winding down. Super. A lot of stuff.
Super Nintendo's picking up.
Game Boy, a lot of stuff too.
Nice.
Here they are. Here are the cards.
Oh, the cards. Good. There are the cards.
Yeah, there you go. F-Zero. These are pretty cool. I cut mine out and saved them.
Yeah.
You know? They were fun.
Nice.
Next issue: Mega Man, Flintstones, Space, Megaforce, Super Mario, Super Star Wars. I had a little tidbits on the back.
Mouse.
Had a little Mike Tidbits on the back of the card. That was fun.
Cool.
Mario Paint Contest. Record a short sample of it on VHS videotape. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's crazy how that's how it was.
And 90% of them didn't come in good quality.
Yeah.
Probably. There's some dumbass kid filming it with his dad's camera, and you'd waste 30 seconds of a tape and send that for probably $6 to Nintendo.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour, it's a 6-hour tape with 10 minutes on it. If at all. Here you go.
You filmed 30 seconds probably of it, and you'd waste. So my dad would never let me waste one of his tapes.
So yeah, me neither. Hell's no.
That's so funny.
Well, that's it. Nice.
That's it. We're done with issue.
Nice. What a fun episode.
What's the next one? Let's do a quick peek.
Let's see the next one. It's a sneaky peeky.
I think I know what it is. And this one I actually bought because I did not have that in my collection. I bought it recently. And it is you like this guy? Super Star Wars.
Let's see. Ooh, Dark Vader.
Yep. So there you go. There's
nice.
Next issue.
Very fun, man. Well, we'll see you guys next week. That was Brian McGinnis.
You can find me at sexfine.biz.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Say bye.